Help me out here. Okay, there's a line segment A to C has points 4, 1 and 3, 3. So 4, 1 and 3, 3 for B and P. Okay, write down the corners of A and C. Everybody agree that A is -1 across and 1 up. Would everybody agree C is 5 across and 4 up? Now, D is not shown. Now, you guys, to be fair, this isn't your fault, alright? You haven't really done this yet. So, what central symmetry means is, do you see the point B and the point P? Central symmetry means travel B up to P and go the same distance out the other side. That's what central symmetry is.
2,
so
5.
Yeah, so 1 across, 2 up, 1 across, 2 up, and as C told me there, it's 2 and 5. Is that okay? Good job. Now, point and label point D on the diagram and join the points A, B, C, D to form a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a four-sided object. Okay, like a square, a parallelogram, or whatnot. Now, we can clearly see it's not a parallelogram, can't we? Can anyone in the class tell me why it's not a parallelogram? Yes. Opposite sides aren't the same length. So as an example, this AD isn't the same length as BC. Or you could also say that DC isn't the same length as AB. We can clearly see they're not the same length, okay? So, Kate says not a quadrilateral. Find the length of AB and CD and use the values to explain why Kate is correct. Okay, let's go to AB first. AB is really easy. We don't actually need the formula. Why do we not need the formula? It's flat. Count your boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The length of AB is 5. So length AB equals 5. However, for CD, we're going to need the distance formula that's on page 18 of your notes. Can anybody call out point C for me? What's point C?
5, 4.
5, 4. Can anybody call out point D? What? 2, 5. Now, eyesight wise, C to D is definitely shorter than A to B, agreed? So we're expecting an answer beneath 5, agreed? Okay, let's find out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to label them. I'm going to label this one X1, Y1, and I'll label this one X2, Y2. Am I allowed to do it the other way around? I'm allowed to call D X1, Y1 and C X2, Y2? Yes. It works the opposite way around. Otherwise, you wouldn't know which one to choose. And here's what we're going to do. Somebody's going to be on the calculator for me here. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 take away what, guys? 5. And the other one? 5 take away 4. I believe you all get root 10. And when you press it to decimals, you get 3 point something. 3.16. Okay, now we need to put in a little explanation. And here's my little explanation here. I'll make the font a bit smaller. Okay, opposite. If we could spell opposite right, that'd be great. Opposite sides of a parallelogram. I always spell parallelogram wrong. I think it's another A, is it? Anybody good with spelling? Parallel. 2 L's as well. It's actually on the question, isn't it? I have no excuse. Parallel, opposite sides of the parallelogram have the same length, or the same length. So that's why. Is that okay? Any question? Here we go. Now, The equation of the line k is y equals 2x plus 5. The line k intersects the y-axis at the point 0, 5 and the x-axis at the point P. Find the coordinates of P. Alright, now here we go. Let's find out. To find P, I have to use the line y. Because P is on the line K. Agreed? Okay. The line K has the formula y equals 2x plus 5. Are we expecting a positive number or a negative number for the x value of P? How did you know it was negative? It's to the left, isn't it? Okay. The deal is, you know that the y value for this point is what? 0. If you sub in the y value is 0, you'll end up getting 2x plus 5 equals 2x plus 5 equals 0. Then what can you do? And you get 2x equals, and then divided by 2, 5 over 2, which is minus 5 over 2, which is actually 2 and a half. And now you know that that's minus 2.5. Once again, not too bad once you realize the y value has to be 0. Now, n is perpendicular to k. Okay, n is perpendicular to k. Here's k. And what does it want me to do? It wants me to find the equation of line n. The attempt is in the words. What formula should I write down immediately when I see this? Huh? I should write down equation of the line. Alright, and there's a cheap way of doing it as well. So equation of the line is y equals, you have a choice, you can do mx plus c, or you can do m into x minus x1. Okay, we all good so far? Now, first question. I need the slope, don't I? What's the slope of k? Can anybody tell me the slope of k? 2. Its slope is 2, which means it goes 1 across and 2 up, so it's a positive slope. And it hits the axis at 0. Its c value is 5. That's why it hits the y-axis at 5. Therefore, if the slope is 2, what's the perpendicular slope? 2 over 1, turn it upside down. Change the sign. Thank you. So you all know it's minus a half, don't you? So it's your choice. You can put minus a half in here, can't you? Do you know any point that's on it? Do you know any point that's on the line n? Let's go up and have a look.
Minus 0, 10.
0, 0, 10, yeah? I think 10 is the c value, do you? Why is 10 the c value? So arguably, you can use 0, 10. So you can call that 10 and this one 0. Or if you use this y equals mx plus c thing, you'd end up with y equals a half. Is it minus a half or plus a half? Minus a half plus 10. But believe it or not, using either formula, you end up at the same spot. Because if you multiply it out, you get the same thing, don't you? You get y minus 10 equals minus a half x if you multiply it out. Okay? But the 10 is actually on the other side. It's the same thing. However, we're going to work with the bottom one because the bottom one is the one we use more often. Okay? So we'll just get rid of the top one. If you use the top one, fair play to you. Now, what's the goal of the question again? I want the right-hand side to have... The right-hand side is to have 0 and the left-hand side needs everything. Now, what do I normally do with the number on the bottom? In any video I've given you, anything I've done in class, what do I normally do with the 2 on the bottom? Division on the right, multiplication on the... So I do 2y minus 20 minus x. What do I do with that minus x? Who got this answer last night? X plus 2y minus 20 equals 0. Question 11. What do we think how to do that? What do you think we're going to do? Sub it in and do what then? I'm going to use my calculator. And the answer will be?
0.
0. Just use your calculator. Answer 0. Factorize this. Okay? Done a lot of this with me. What can you take out the first one? Shh. What can you take out the first one?
P.
Take out P. What you get left over? M plus 3. Cheat code. What's the cheat code? Has to be the same over here. What number goes on the outside that multiplies M and turns it to minus M? And then your final answer. All the X values have to be smaller than 2. X is element Z. Does anybody know what element Z means? Positive and negative whole numbers. I'm going to make a mistake. I'm going to make 2 mistakes. I'd like you to tell me where my 2 mistakes are. Okay. Anybody care to tell me where the 2 mistakes I made are? Who said the 2? Why is the 2 not included? It's not less than or equal, it's less than. So the 2 has to go. I made one more mistake. Can anybody tell me where it is? Yes. Okay. Even now, made one mistake. Yes. Have an arrow to say that it goes on forever. Keeps going to the left forever. All good? Okay. Next question. X smaller than or equal to 3x element n. Once again, I'm going to make a mistake. Your job to find it. 2 mistakes. What's the first mistake I'm clearly making? Why shouldn't it be aligned? Natural numbers are whole numbers. Okay, I'll get rid of that for you now. And finally, there's still one more mistake. 0 is not considered a natural number. Perfect. All good? Now, last question. Once again, I'm going to make a mistake, and I'd like you guys to tell me. I'm going to make 2 mistakes, okay? So I'd like you to tell me what they are, okay? You ready? Okay. Anybody in the class care to tell me what my mistake is? Yes, sir. I should include minus 2? Okay. Anybody else? What does real numbers mean? Fractions and decimals included, which means I can't have any gaps in my line, which means it's not a dotted answer, it's a line. Okay, once again, just be careful. I'm going to make a mistake. I want you to spot it. Okay. Okay. Hands up if you know the mistake. The 2. What do you want me to do with it? Make it a hollow circle. Thank you very much. A hollow circle means minus 1.999 is allowed, but 2 isn't. Has to be a hollow circle. Fractions, okay? The deal is with fractions can't do anything with each other unless they have the same denominator. So as an example, when we add a quarter and a third together, what we do is, what I tell my fifth years is that the denominators are like greedy children. They want what the other one has. So one of them's playing with a 3 and the other one's playing with a 4. And they go, wait a minute, that guy has a 4, I want a 4. You go, okay, you can have a 4, there you go. Then the other guy goes, wait a minute, that guy has a 3 and a 4. So what do I have to give him? A 3. But there's another rule of fractions. Whatever you do to the bottom, so I give a 4 to the top and I give a 3 to the top. Agreed? And then the answer I get is 4 over 12, because 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 over 12 And when you add fractions, you only ever add the. Do you add the top and the bottom or just the top? Just the top. 7 over 12. Is that okay? Now, if you ever forget, a half a pizza plus a half a pizza is a full pizza, would you agree? Half plus a half is 1. If you added the bottoms, guess what happens? 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 2 over 4 is a half. A half plus a half is a half. Doesn't make sense. So that's why you never add the bottoms. Agreed? It causes a logic error, doesn't it? A half plus a half cannot be a half. So only ever add the tops. You knew that before though, right? That's the reason you don't add the bottoms. Sure. Now, so what am I going to do again? Once again, greedy toddlers, okay? One of them's playing with a 3 and the other one's playing with a 5x plus 2. And what does this one on the left tell me? What does it want? It wants a 5x plus 2. And if I do it to the bottom, I do it to the top. And what does this one want? And if I do it to the bottom, okay, I'll pause for a second. So you should be multiplying the 5x by the 5x, the 5x by the 2, and then you should be multiplying the minus 2 by the 5x and the minus 2 by the 2. What do we know the common denominator is going to be? 15x plus, we know this part over here is going to be plus 6. Now it's the other part we're concerned about. 25x squared minus 10x minus 10x plus 4. Okay, what's the grand answer then? Anybody care to tell me? 25x squared take away 20x plus 10 all divided by 15x plus 6.